No one knows what the hell I'm talking about.
As per usual.
Yeah. As per usual, even when I'm talking about Dota, no one knows what the hell I'm talking about half the time. I'm curious to see how Death Prophet versus Queen of Pain's gonna go. I always like seeing how Death Prophets do, because it's weird to me. She has a very strange attack animation, but high base damage. Spirit Siphon's good, but you go against someone who can just disjoint it. I'm always curious to see if Death Prophet can still farm.
I'm worried that the fact that you just keep spamming that Shadow Dagger on her, it's gonna really start to hurt after a while.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. And the fact you can't leech any light. You might see her actually using Spirit Siphon on creeps to heal up. I don't know. I've seen it a few times.
They're aggroing, it looks like, too. Speaking of changes to IO, it's also pretty cool now that you can actually tether to Magic Meat targets,
yes,
right? So
that's
this
a good
is
one.
Super nice for Hector. I don't know, I have a lot of faith in Hector.
Dude, what if they made it IO so you could tether an enemy and you just do the same stuff but negative? So like you get the negative move speed or whatever. Like they get the same move speed as you and you don't have boots or something. That'd be dope. Yeah, but you'd slow it in. You'd be the suicidal like bomb support.
Yeah, I think IO is already a bit overpowered. We don't need that stuff.
That's true. Looks like 2 for 2 runes.
Alrighty.
No, 3 for 1 runes for Infamous,
And
so they get the early lead.
They're dodging. We seeing Hector go bottom. Just IO walking his little pet here through the mid lane. What's up, guys? Yo.
IO definitely does not want to lane versus Warlock. That's like one of the worst lanes possible for that hero. All right, so we've seen a lot of. I'm glad. Like for a long time, no one did team swaps or lane swaps except for like the tier 1 teams. But now you're seeing a lot more teams.
Such a lie.
What?
Grant. SA has been doing that forever. I've had them swap like I don't know how many times.
Yeah, I know. I don't really watch tier 7 Dota as much as that. No, I'm saying it like if you think about it, like even 6-7 months ago, you'd see like Secret, they're gonna swap lanes, and then you have like this really bad matchup, and teams are like, well, we're not gonna commit, like we're not gonna waste a level running up top. We'd rather just get 1 CS. And now it feels like literally every team, even open qualifiers, I was watching people lane swap, and I was like, all right, finally.
Yeah, but you need to stop at one point.
Yeah,
you can't just keep swapping because you don't have a favorable matchup.
Yeah.
But also, you lose and win during those swaps, so depends who starts swapping first. That's why Chen is such a good hero, because you can always have the favorable matchup.
Yep, Chen, Furion. That's why those heroes are always great. I'm surprised. What happened? I thought Nature's probably got buffed a little bit. The ulti, adding 3 more hits to it, which is a ton more damage globally. Did the hero just like, I didn't think it ever got nerfed.
He got nerfed. His Treants got nerfed.
True.
Oh, we're ready to go. Looks like Grimstroke's trying to possibly get a courier snipe and help to secure the mid lane for his.
What items does Quap have? Because you have to look at it and you have to assume he's going to bring out the flask.
Yeah, they're headed out now.
Yep. Not smoked up anymore, though, so
no.
See you later.
Look at this little guy. Look
Wait,
at him.
He's going back. Yeah, and they know. This is good, right? Last game, or 2 games ago, we saw the courier snipe versus a Ricky. You can't do it. They don't see a Grimstroke. They're not even going to let the courier.
And you can already see Scofield is making rotation, figuring the Grimstroke has got to be around that area.
Yep, boots
Come
first.
on, Eagle boys.
Dude, look at that HP. Tiny 800 HP level 1. 0 armor, but that is a lot of HP.
It's like Peruvian internet strikes again.
I mean, does that happen when they're playing public games as well? Do you have internet problems?
You have a lot of pauses.
45 times a day?
Yes.
Yeah.
And when I cast NA pubs, because all SA players play on US East, you get a lot of pauses and disconnects. It's just bad internet infrastructure. Infrastructure, that's a good word.
Yes, infrastructure.
Got some reconnects. We'll see if it's a G or an R.
I see you got smarter there, Grant, using some fancy ass words, infrastructure.
Oh, good. I'm finally starting to rub off on
Still paused up. We saw someone type G, but the enemy team still. Maybe they went to P. There's the other G. So. And let's go. The best part is we're not even done with these I guess you guys aren't doing NA, but luckily Ritsu did qualify, so we'll get plenty of pauses over in the NA scene too.
Right at I swear, I think he used to do that to PPD just to annoy him.
He might have, but I also heard he does slam a monster. Literally, he slams one before every single game.
Oh
he actually does. Yes.
That's dangerous. Oh, the toss back though, Matthew. You are on the wrong side of the river, my friend.
Nice play. That's Tiny for you in a nutshell.
Very
so much kill
and the tips, man. Everybody is just Sass Master 5000 today.
It's nice.
I like it.
Dude, everyone has a lot of CS already. 4 people above 7. no one's really denying anything. Damn, already doing neutral super early.
Chasing after Timado over here. Get one little hit off. Again, you get the Warlock in the bottom lane.
Wait, Queen of Pain has 3 CS while DP had 10?
Oh, I didn't even know she was doing that. I saw everyone had like above 8, yes. Queen of Pain struggling, wow.
Timado? They're going to be able to get Stinger?
Oh, yeah.
They've got the Fatal Bonds. They also get a kill on Wisper in the top lane. Timado's still alive and kicking here. They haven't been able to quite take him down. One more hit, though.
Dude, this is Warlock. That was a 2v3 gank. You kill the enemy hero first, and then you get a, because you have a dual lane top, you get a kill up there as well. And that is the Mars Grim. That lane is so strong.
And this is not what we usually see, at least not in South America, where they sacrifice the Mars. This is going to be one farmed Mars.
Yep.
I love this. A casual bracer on this hero feels so good.
It does. And I think it is because it's Benjaz, right? Benjaz was a carry player for super long, and I think they're like, we know you can carry a game too. And
the toss back again. They want Timado. Open wounds will slow him down.
That'll be a kill.
And that's going to be another kill.
Nicely done. Timado needs to just play back. He needs to abuse creep aggro a lot more. He's just trying to go for simple CS instead of pulling it back.
Tiny has enough to buy a bottle, so that's going to be their sustain.
That's so good. You're going to get a... Wait, do you get the bottle on Tiny even with an IO on your team?
Why not? I mean, you need an
There's
item.
2
You need some mana
runes
regen,
that spawn
especially if
on
you're going to
each
get it that
side.
early on.
Yeah.
This many runes, I think you could do it. Oh, Matthew.
Hello. You definitely lose this one, Matthew. Oh, I wish the IO was running over to him. I think if the IO just ran to Scofield right there, they'd probably get a kill.
Probably. He's going to be able to poke around, though, quite a bit, so.
What just happened?
Just baiting him out. So it's just a straight-up Mars versus Pango solo lane top.
I didn't
Both
even know
Raven.
Grimstroke has a taunt. Like, when he uses it,
What's his taunt?
it looks like he's using Stroke of Fate. That's pay to win.
Is it? Look at his cosmetics.
I know he's got,
No,
Oh,
what
yeah,
is
he
it?
does have a taunt.
Yeah, the harsh critique. I'm going to say it. I've said it multiple times, but Picasso is not art. That's all I want to say.
Thanks for that, Grant.
You're welcome.
I think there's a lot of those so-called artists. I'm not going to say it's Picasso, but this modern art where you just do whatever you want and you need to imagine what's on the picture.
Dude, my parents
Screw
buy
that
art like
shit.
that. I literally, it's the one thing I'm like, Dad, you're dumb. And then I don't actually say that because, you know, he's my dad.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is not art. And my mom's like, you just can't see it. I'm like, yeah, neither can you.
It's not there.
Oh, middle lane. They got a kill on Drake.
Scofield.
Yeah, this Scofield is doing work today. That's a haste rune, too.
Dude, I can't believe people just don't ban Tiny versus team. You have Scofield and Wisper, like the 2 biggest Tiny players in SA.
Yeah. Oh, boy, Matthew, my friend.
Dude,
See you later.
This is it is a lot like last game, right? Like Infamous does have the better laning phase, but they will have worse team fight eventually. But they have better team fight than SG did last game, so they can definitely last a lot longer.
Benjaz doing up here, level 5.
He's doing great.
Wisper also level 5 though. Who's gonna make more impact with their level 6? That's my question.
Honestly, they both reasonably low cooldowns for what they do. Obviously, you know, 90 Saints is pretty long, but I think it's worse because I think Wisper, he doesn't want to just sit lane and farm. A Mars doesn't mind farming up a Vlad's death, so a Pango always wants to get involved. So I think when Wisper rotates, Benjaz is
Leo style, you are.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm not sure if that
was not
needed,
necessary.
but
I
alright,
guess-
he had 7 Magic Wand charges.
I guess he cleared the creep wave with it too, and it's the siege creep wave. I don't know, maybe just extra damage tower.
If it's ready, just use it.
Yeah. Already doing better than a lot
Notice
of
so
supports.
black and white from Google cost.
Uh-oh.
Bottom lane though, there is a gank coming out. They'll have to rage up. There's a decent amount of damage being thrown out. I'm not sure if they'll be able. Oh, the IO though coming in with the save. Stinger says, "Don't you worry, I got you. I got no healing for you really, other than the base stuff, but does just pick up that bottle."
And there you go.
Top lane. Oh, Benjaz. Benjaz.
Dude, Infamous's movement,
I'm-
like, they're owning.
They're looking real good. I'm glad.
I like what
glad I
Pangolier did. He's already having a good time on the top lane, and when your mid rotates, you do not want to steal the kill from him because he's losing the gold and XP from the lane.
And you're gonna get the gold while he can, yeah, that's nice. That's good teamwork, dude. They've gotten a kill in every lane, like 2 kills in every lane, and they're rotating back middle.
Going right back in for Leo style again. Ryzen, he's there. He's got the shadow word. He's gonna try to heal. The silence can be like Scofield. He wants to come back in. He's thinking about it. He wants it. Does get the avalanche off.
Saves him.
And that's it.
3K lead for Infamous. They are owning.
Oh, Timado. Slow down Stinger a little bit with those axes.
I think that's the biggest loss right now. Both people are farming well top, but Timado is getting pretty beat up bottom.
Bodied. Yeah. Well, they're putting a lot of pressure on him. He's kind of the main person to focus on, I think, besides Leostyle. Leostyle is just not having.
They're bodying both of them, yeah. Scofield's actually just winning 2 lanes for his team right now.
Is Timado a tilter?
I think most young players are.
Is.
I think he's definitely gotten away from it. I think once you start playing with international teams, right? Timado did go over to Europe for a bit last season and playing. I think it helped. It's just growing up, right?
How long did that last?
3 months, not much, maybe less. Yeah, you gotta have to be careful bottom. They're gonna be able to start diving you pretty soon.
Well, they also have to be careful though. Yeah, put out the Phantom's Embrace over on the IO. He's gotta go take him off. Can't just go right back in though if he wants. Has the tether up. We'll get the overcharge. He'll turn back around again. In comes Scofield and the Queen of Pain.
With an arcane
Ryzen. He gets knocked back, tossed into the air, and he's gonna get booped on the nose by Hector.
This is a slaughter.
Timado now. Oh, Timado. There is no escape from this, my friend. He will get taken down.
DP,
and are they still TPing everybody in one at a time? That's not a good idea. Although it looks like they might be able to get a kill over onto Scofield. Finally, Io will just tether away to Hector.
Dude, that was a 4v5 fight with the Pango just farming top.
And DP does not have a point in ulti yet.
I've seen this and I do not like it. I've seen this build a lot.
Has a point in silence instead. I'm not sure who's gonna rotate mid to try to kill that Queen of Pain.
Silence. Stinger, can he keep him alive long enough? He's gonna try. There's the overcharge. Have any bottle charges? We're out of bottle charge. Oh my word.
This is, if you're at Ego Boys right now, you're not feeling good at all.
No. Hector bullying Benjaz. It's a whole big bunch of bullies today. Yep. Top lane, looks like we got a rolling thunder.
Perfect place for Pango.
Let's get another couple hits over here on the Ryzen.
Oh, he'll get the kill, but he misses a few swashbuckle hits.
Tap, tap. And there goes the
Can't do that against Wisper.
Middle lane again. Oh, Timado. He should be able to TP out.
Dude, all the way, but he just got there. He says the TP back. It's like he died pretty much, except he didn't lose the gold.
Scofield, my dude.
This is, I have not. So we go from yesterday where no game ends before 60, and now we're just getting 3 stomps in a row, it feels like. But here we go. You get a whiz.
Yeah. 5-minute room, or 10 minutes, sorry. 10 minutes, wow, last time.
Still only a 2-for-2 trade though, and they still, let's see, will he get ulti at level 7 Lacoste on DP? Or at level 8, I mean.
He should, for sure.
Let's see.
Level 8?
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
And now you gotta like pressure a tower or something. You need to do something.
That's 5K net worth lead at 10 minutes.
It looks like Radiant did want to set something up middle. There was like 4 heroes there, but it's Queen of Pain, so the Mars isn't even the best.
They need to get the rock online. They're so close to getting that 6 too.
Chris Luck, his ulti's already up because he got that arcane rune at 8 minutes in.
Lucky, lucky.
Now he has a regen. When we saw Chris Luck lose on Quap yesterday, it was because the enemy team dominated the runes, and so far Chris Luck has gotten every rune on Quap. Leostyle dead again.
Benjaz TPing, and this is not a good place for him as the IO will be coming out. There's going to be Chris Luck. There's a lot of people down here. Not looking super great. They go and do drop the rock, but there's a Sonic Wave onto the back line. They'll take down Matthew. They'll take down Ryzen.
That's a chain feed right there.
This is an absolute slaughter. They get the golem that usually feels strong this early, dies in one hit.
Dies, yeah. That wasn't even the whole team.
Dude, what is happening? Infamous looks like a freaking god tier.
Catburgers, man. There's a reason they've gone to several minors.
They're showing they know how to move around. They're going to take the tower after that too, not just a bunch of rotations. Queen of Pain's already pushing middle tower as well.
And while everyone was bottom to kill the tower, Queen of Pain pressuring the mid lane, top lane. Tiny will have a blink dagger 12 minutes in.
Oh boy.
Jeez Louise. Old Scofield.
Look at him go.
Let's see. Okay. Almost thought he might get the deny.
You can't miss the last hits when you're
Untying
playing position 4, who's relying on getting a blink dagger.
He'll let it hit it one more time and then deny it. Yep. Bonk. And there's the blink. My man, the king of last hitting.
We just jinxed him.
Yeah, he already had. He saw he had enough for blink. He's like, I'm good, whatever.
It's like I can afford to let one slip.
I think he. Yeah. I don't know. Why is no one up here from Radiant? They're really scared. They should get a ward like maybe behind the tier 1 tower, and then you can.
Swoogity swooty. Whisper's coming for that death prophet booty. Ryzen hiding over on the side. Does not have the.
Veil on Chris Luck now.
Yet.
Another
and
arcane
another
rune.
arcane rune.
They're just dominating. I mean, now that maybe the 2 4-minute runes you can test, but now that they're so far ahead, you can't even contest this. This Queen of Pain will just solo kill anyone who goes for a rune.
I feel like Ryzen's been kind of reduced to just an ultimate right now. Oh, I heard. Okay, yeah.
Just farming.
What's he doing, Stinger?
Oh, wait.
Ooh, why Sentry?
Maybe
that was a misclick, I think. Maybe.
No, it's a Radiant Sentry. They probably thought there was a ward behind the tower. And there wasn't, so. But they do get Stinger. Nice play. They need to get anything they get right now is nice, because it feels like, I mean, Infamous was 10k up at 12 minutes in.
We got a full Maelstrom on Wisper.
Yes, he has Aghanim's queued up as a 3rd item. Good.
Oh, middle lane, they find the kill on Leo Style yet again. Look at these TPs, though. The buyback comes out from Death Prophet. They want this fight. They need to get more kills. They need to get something done with this. Are they going to be able to take down Chris Luck? They'll finally take him out. That's pretty good. But Wisper now
in the
just
back lines.
rolling back around. In comes the IO, going to be able to help out Scofield. They'll still bind them up. I don't think they're too concerned about this, though. They want to be tied together anyways. And while this is going on, they'll lose Ryzen, they'll lose Matthew, but they do eventually lose Scofield. Whisper's still here. That's a lot of damage that this does. Oh, but in comes Hector. Hector is going to try to get the kill on the Death Prophet. He finds it. The buyback coming out from the Wisp. Are they going to be able to grab someone? I don't think they have anything. Oh, the Avalanche?
Oh,
no,
does not connect.
So close.
Dang.
Ooh, that fight. Queen of Pain should be more careful because she has no defensive items. She's all on offensive.
Yeah.
And 3 points in Grimstroke, Phantom's Embrace, had her just enough to keep her locked down with the follow-up global from that Prophet. Man, Warlock does not have boots.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have gold. He's just having a sad old time right now.
He's not having a good time.
Does this hurt?
Yes.
Like,
Where are you watching?
Leo Style hopefully is just having some connection issues.
No. I just don't even see, like, they're losing team fight. They lost their first team fight with Rock Fatal Bonds bottom. They do have Rock Fatal Bonds again. They're probably going to give it one more go here, and I think Infamous, if they win one more team fight, they take Roche, and it's going to be a nice, simple game for them. What is the, sorry, what's Mars going?
Mars is going Blink Dagger.
Blink, okay.
Oh, no. Did Leo Style rage quit?
No.
No. Just some miscommunication. I guess he didn't notice.
He didn't notice his teammate never reconnected.
Maybe he doesn't even talk when they're on Discord.
No.
Does this hurt?
All right.
There we go.
All right,
There.
now we're going.
And let's see. They're just going to come over here. Run on the Radiant side together. They're going right for Troy. I love that. They're not even content with killing 4 heroes.
We got
They're
a
like,
Blink
let's get
Dagger and a
fifth.
haste on this Tiny.
Yep, you might see this troll just die if he shows. He might die under tower.
Look at the circle.
Warlock is going up there to help him possibly. He does have ulti on troll now, so you have to burst him. I don't think they have these two don't have enough burst, I don't think.
Oh, they're going to give it a shot anyways. There's the Avalanche opening up all with the swashbuckle time. Yeah, they've got enough burst, Grant.
If you don't hit the R, I mean, Avalanche, you can hit it through it since it doesn't continuously stun you anymore. Why didn't he?
I think he's still dead anyway.
I mean, he's going to die, but at least your Warlock's there. You have a chance. There's only 2 heroes, right? And you have a tier 2. Like, people can definitely TP. Just feels like they've almost given up.
It's going to be the Rolling Thunder right around the shrine, coupled up with the IO. That Mars just obliterated, and Wisper still looking for more. Going to keep rolling around over here, throw out another swashbuckle, get that disarm off over here onto the Grimstroke. And IO's just going to tag along. He says, don't worry, buddy. I got you. They're still coming in, though. Chris Luck sitting on the back line. Do they dive? That's the question. Oh, Scofield! They just popped Timado. Sad Tomato.
GG, Timado calls it. It's
They
over.
call it.
I don't blame him. I really
Yeah.
don't. This isn't like a rage quit like this game is 100% over. This was, I mean,
This was
me and you picked
dumb.
Giga Boy.
I picked and